It's hard, but I did my best. Being a no fight for 4 years, I'm happy for my performance.
They already know who's the one that signed, who's the one they want
To promote on, yeah.
So there's a lot of times where those young fighters get away with wins that maybe should have gone the other way, or maybe a draw, but they still give them the win.
These judges are thrown in jail if they don't give it to him right now, because he won. And when I watched it, I felt he won too.
Manny Pacquiao didn't hold back in a recent interview, firmly stating that he won 8 rounds to 4 against Mario Barrios, calling the judge's verdict a robbery. Pacquiao expressed disbelief over the decision. Legendary trainer Freddie Roach stood firmly in agreement, saying both he and Manny are convinced Pacquiao won the fight. Roach added that he's pushing for an immediate rematch to erase any doubt and resolve the controversy once and for all.
We had a great fight. Manny fought very well, and he even had a knockdown in there somewhere that didn't get counted. But I thought he won the fight 8-4. But that's the way things go, and we would like a rematch right away, for sure.
Respected trainer Robert Garcia offered a blunt and unfiltered perspective on the controversial draw between Pacquiao and Barrios. He emphasized that modern boxing has evolved into more of a business than a sport, with financial interest often influencing outcomes. Garcia pointed out that promoters are inclined to protect younger fighters like Barrios, who offer long-term commercial value. In contrast, a 46-year-old Pacquiao winning doesn't align with the industry's future plans.
Flavio and Eric.
Okay.
And then next weekend we got Duarte in
Duarte's looking amazing.
Top in Art Barrera in San Jacinto, and then we got like 3 guys in Texas.
Very busy.
Good job.
So, Robert, so much to talk to you about. I don't know where to start. So, first of all, why did they keep robbing Manny Pacquiao? He got robbed against
I
Bradley.
didn't see the fight, but I heard from everybody that he got robbed.
You trust Paulie Malignaggi. He said they robbed Pacquiao.
Man, you know what?
He got robbed with Jeff
It's
Horn.
actually weird, because you see, like the way boxing is, the business is. I'm not saying promoters, because it's the same thing with the business, where you want, like when you have that one fighter that, like when you have a small young prospects that are signed to, like managers, judges, commissioners, they already know who's the one that signed, who's the one they want
To promote on, yeah.
So there's a lot of times where those young fighters get away with wins that maybe should have gone the other way, or maybe a draw, but they still give them the win.
Boxing analysts widely agreed that Pacquiao exceeded expectations, especially given the age gap and physical advantages favoring Barrios. Observers noted that Barrios lacked urgency and showed little charisma or aggression throughout the fight. In contrast, Pacquiao remained active and continuously pushed the pace. Many analysts believe that a detailed breakdown of several rounds would show Manny edging them out, as Barrios simply didn't do enough to secure those frames.
Him and Mayweather. Him and Rolly. Rolly's a big fight.
They're huge fights. And if that fight was close enough, even if Manny would have maybe been losing by a little, give it to Manny. Give it to Manny. So that one was weird.
He wasn't losing though.
That one was weird for them to give it a draw.
Well, the only reason I thought, which I think is crazy, but it's a total conspiracy, Pita. The whole world, Manny's so popular, everybody bets on Manny. And the return was great money. So if Manny wins, it's going to cost the casinos so much money. But that's a conspiracy, and I don't believe that.
Casinos made the call. It's possible.
Barrios' absence of ring presence and lackluster energy stood in stark contrast to Pacquiao's calculated aggression, raising serious doubts about how the judges arrived at an even score. For Pacquiao, this wasn't just another fight, it was a shot at history. A win would have cemented his name alongside legends like George Foreman, who staged iconic comebacks in their later years. Despite being the underdog at 46, Manny delivered a performance full of heart, movement, and flashes of his prime brilliance. A victory could have symbolized endurance, greatness, and a final legacy-defining moment, but that chance was denied, leaving fans feeling robbed of history.
Pacquiao did better than I thought he did. And that's like, we get into that weird territory in boxing where you start grading on a curve. That's not how boxing works. And I was like, oh, Pacquiao's doing better. He's probably winning. Oh, he won. But no, he probably didn't. And a draw is he's probably lucky to get a draw.
Yeah, as I was watching and scoring it, and I was in the live chat with people, and there was just so many rabid Pacquiao fans that were like, every time he did anything, first of all, anytime he did anything in the arena, the place went absolutely bonkers. Like it was going to tear down. He probably fought 50 to 60 seconds around. He did not do much. He didn't need to, because Barrios didn't step on the gas pedal at all at any point. He was so listless and just kind of like ho-humming through it. So Pacquiao was able to steal moments, and he did a really good job of stealing the end of rounds and making an exclamation point. And also, we saw flashes of the Manny of old when he would have that little like the flourishing signature in the end of something. He'd make that little movement, bang, he'd pop that left hand, he'd fly out, boom, 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 boom. He'd make those little moves, he'd do the fancy feet.
Perhaps the most inspiring element of this fight was Pacquiao's unwavering belief in himself. At 46, he didn't just step into the ring to survive, he came to compete. His footwork, timing, and accuracy showed he still belonged at an elite level. Yet, the judge's decision didn't reflect the skill and heart he displayed. Many believe he had done more than enough to secure the win. But politics and age once again overshadowed fairness. It served as a harsh reminder of the biases that still exist in boxing.
Yeah, bro, you got robbed last night. And shit, I got robbed last night. We both in the same boat. Last night, Manny Pacquiao got back in the ring, fresh off retirement, and tried to take the belt from Mario Barrios. He's 46, bro. And he was putting belt to ass the whole fight. Draw is crazy. It's absurd. A draw is wild. As bad business. If Manny Pacquiao won last night, we would have witnessed history. He would have been the oldest welterweight champion ever. And coming fresh off retirement, the first Hall of Famer to come back and grab a title. He's different. Last night, Manny Pacquiao proved, bro, he 1-on-1. Ain't nobody like Manny Pacquiao. Pac-Man is the truth. The truth for real, for real. You can't tell me Pac-Man lost that fight. I'm not going for it. That's cooked. I'm not hearing it. 46. But we got robbed, man. Simple and plain. Pac-Man deserved that fight. This draw is bad business, man.
Veteran boxing analyst Teddy Atlas offered a more nuanced take, acknowledging the deep emotional investment fans have in Pacquiao's career. While he praised Manny's performance and admitted the fight was close, Atlas argued that perceptions of a robbery may be rooted more in sentiment than substance. From a purely technical standpoint, he said the judge's decision wasn't outrageous. Atlas noted that fights like this are difficult to score and often subjective. He reminded fans that emotions can blur objective analysis and that the result, though disappointing to many, reflected the complexities of a closely contested and tactical bout.
From last night was 46-year-old Manny Pacquiao going 12 rounds and drawing against the WBC champion. And the craziest part of all of it might be that Manny Pacquiao might have been robbed. I genuinely think that Manny Pacquiao might have won the fight. He looked great, he looked sharp, especially for being a 46-year-old. And this is why I told you guys that Manny Pacquiao's mentality is different. His passion for boxing is unmatched. This is why he's one of the GOATs. From what we saw, we can see that he really put in a lot of work, because in his last fight, I believe it was 5 years ago, he didn't look good. He looked slow. He looked like a 46-year-old, or a 40-year-old, because he was 40 years old back then. But he didn't look good, but he looked great. I feel if the rematch happens against Mayweather, which would honestly be an amazing fight because they're both old now, so they don't have any excuse of being like, oh, this guy's past his prime. They're both past their prime. They're both old. But if it happens, I think Manny Pacquiao wins. Floyd Mayweather hasn't fought, and he doesn't have the same amount of passion. He fought Logan Paul and Deji, but this guy fought an actual WBC champion and looked great and could have possibly beat him. He said he's not going to stop boxing, and he honestly has no reason why to stop. Now, obviously, I don't think he's like a top 10 boxer right now, or like currently, whatever, but he can hold his own. If he went against someone like Gervonta Davis, yes, he'd get murdered, but there's a lot of fighters that he can go toe-to-toe with right now. I don't know, though. Fall for Sport content, we're about to hit 1,000.